Hey everybody, I'm Andrew. Welcome back to Touring Midwest. In this video, I thought it would be nice to kind of give you guys an idea, after a year of owning the 2016 Harley Davidson Road Glide Ultra, what have I changed? What have I added? We're going to get to that list right after this. Alright guys, so we're back, and I've added, I think, 9 things to the Harley Davidson Road Glide Ultra since I bought it back in November of last year. So we're just to the 13-month mark, and I have made a few changes. First thing I did right off the bat is, before I even left the dealership, I got highway pegs. I really like to be able to just kind of stretch out when I'm on a long ride. I like the versatility of being able to move my feet from the highway pegs to the footboards, back to the highway pegs, whatever, just so I don't have to keep getting off the bike all the time and stretching and trying to get comfortable. It helps to have multiple positions available while you're riding. Number 2, one of the first things I always do when I buy a new Harley Davidson is get rid of those stock grips. I hate Harley Davidson stock grips. So on this bike I went with Harley Davidson Get a Grip. Now, I don't know if they're my favorite grips that I've ever owned, but I do like them. They're comfortable. I haven't really had any problems with them. I thought that the little nubs might kind of bother my hand, but they don't. I mean, you're not really gripping you're not really gripping onto the handle grips that much anyway, so they're nice. They're really nice for when you have gloves on. We had them on all the way out to Sturgis and back, no problem. My hands didn't get fatigued or anything, so I really like them. Another problem with the stock grips is they just feel skinny, and I think your hand kind of tends to cramp up a little bit after a while. They get sticky. I hate Harley Davidson stock grips, so right away they're out, new ones on. Next thing I added, well, I don't even know if this is in the right order, but I also added a fairing pouch. The fairing pouch is from Harley Davidson. It's got a pouch on each side. Works great for, keeping your clear glasses in. Then at night you can easily swap out your sunglasses for your clears. No problem. They're right here, easy to access. On the other side I usually keep like garage door opener and a few little things. Also on the left side it has access to your vent, the button for your vent on the Road Glide Ultra. So it's a little bit quirky. It doesn't seem to open quite right because it catches. People have also complained because the magnets come loose, but they can be glued back in. Actually, I had the bike in for a warranty deal on the gas cap a while back, and Clayson, the mechanic at the local shop here, that's one thing that he checked. He realized the magnets were coming loose, so he just put some epoxy on there for me and fixed it right up, no problem. So the next thing I added was ram mounts. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of ram mounts to mount my phone, cameras, GoPros, cup holders. I love ram mounts, and I added them to this bike right away. There's some that mount right on the clutch and the brake reservoir, and I've got one on both sides so I can have a lot of versatility as far as moving different things around, or where I want to mount this or where I want to mount that. I love ram mounts, and I definitely would add them to any motorcycle that I ever own. So the next thing I did was add slip-on exhaust. Actually, that wasn't the next thing I did, but it's one thing I did. And I'd been looking at exhaust for a long time, thought about doing like a full exhaust change, but it's pretty expensive. Slip-ons aren't cheap either, but here's a tip. Check Craigslist and eBay. I had been researching a lot of different exhausts and pricing things out, and one day I just thought, I'm just gonna look on Craigslist and see what there is. So I came across a guy that had a set of Rush slip-ons. He hadn't had them on his bike real long. He switched to true duals, and or 2-into-1, one or the other. Anyways, he had the Rush slip-ons and he wanted something else, so he switched it up. And so I think he said, they had like 4 months on them or whatever. So I ended up looking at those. Actually, I had a buddy run and look at them because he was closer, and he said they looked good, so he picked them up for me, and I got them from him, put them on, and all of a sudden we've got a bike with a little bit of a rumble. So then I added LED accent lighting. Now I use LED accent lighting from Joe Florida. I've had it on my Road King and this bike. I really like those LED accent lights, even though in Minnesota it's illegal to ride with them. Anytime I'm in a surrounding state, I ride with them on and have no problems whatsoever. I think it's really quite dumb that you are not allowed to have them on here in Minnesota, because I think the better you can be seen, the safer you are. So why not have your bike all lit up? I don't know. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's fun when you're just sitting in a parking lot talking to your buddies, to have them on. It's a conversation starter. It's not something I did to show off or be flashy, but it's something I enjoy, so why not? The next two I did at the same time. I swapped out the stock tail light and the stock front blinkers, which were standard bulbs. Why they made LED headlights and lights around the tour pack and all that LED, and they went standard bulbs on the tail light and blinkers, obviously so they could make more money when people go back to the Harley shop and they're like, I want LEDs all the way around. Anyway, I went through custom dynamics and ordered my front blinkers and my tail light LED. Now everything's LED all the way around. It looks great. It's way brighter. It's better. So I like it. And then lastly, I added adjustable passenger foot pegs. Now I went with the Kiriakin style. This way we can leave our stock footboard for my wife and daughter. The adjustable passenger foot pegs are for my son. He couldn't reach the floorboards, which made it illegal for him to ride. I don't know if that is the same law for everywhere, but that's the way it is here in Minnesota. You have to be able to reach the floorboard or the foot pegs to ride, and he couldn't quite make it. So some adjustable foot pegs from Kiriakin, and boom, he's riding. I'm really happy with this foot peg. They work really well. They fold down out of the way when he's not riding, when somebody else is on. Also, for one of my other passengers like my wife or my daughter, they could easily use them. Again, that gives you more versatility. You can move your feet around a little bit. This way they can be up higher or forward a little bit, and more comfortable. So I highly recommend those. They're a little bit of an expense, but you know, I probably wouldn't have added them except for my son really wanted to ride and I wanted to be able to ride with him. So I think that's a good investment because it's father-son time. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums up the top 9 things. What do we have? Let me look at my list. Get a grips, fairing pouch, ram mounts, LED taillight, LED blinkers, slip-ons, adjustable passenger pegs, LED accent lighting, and highway pegs. That is 9 changes or things that I've added to the 2016 Harley Davidson Road Glide Ultra. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date and current with any future videos that we put out from Touring Midwest. Other than that, guys, stay safe out there. Have a good one. God bless. We'll catch you in the next video from Touring Midwest.